Bloomberg has learned that there's a settlement in the case involving Goldman Sachs and Malaysia's troubled wealth fund, 1MDB. Let's get the details from our Kuala Lumpur bureau chief, Yudith Ho. Yudith, the numbers that we understand are being, touted about are bigger than what we thought. How surprising is this?
I think the sum is very surprising, especially because we're talking about $2.5 billion that's in cash. And that's the headline number, the $3.9 billion, that also includes at least $1.4 billion that's going to come in the form of these assets that is going to be returned to Malaysia. I mean, the number itself is surprising, but it does include having Malaysia drop all charges basically against Goldman. So I think that was the deal that was struck, that it's going to be a full deal.
So if this is the number that then gets, said it's true, gets confirmed, Yudith, is that it? Is Goldman Sachs no longer implicated in this?
So yes, the finance ministry has actually confirmed these numbers, the $2.5 billion total amount and the $2.5 billion cash amount. Those have been confirmed by the finance ministry. For the unit of Goldman, the charges will be dropped. In the finance ministry statement, it does include a line that says that this settlement is not going to have any implication on other 1MDB charges, including the ones against Jolo, the fugitive financier Jolo, and also other parties. In the statement, it also talks about how this deal basically cements the understanding that two Goldman Sachs employees have pleaded guilty. The statement doesn't name these people, but I think that signals that it might not be. I mean, the deal is against the bank's unit, but there might still be other parties involved in the case.
So Yudith, when are you expecting this to actually have how quickly can this be confirmed?
I'm sorry, for the numbers, is it?
Yeah, for the numbers. I mean, when are we going to, this is a $3.9 billion settlement. I mean, is this now a completely done deal?
Yes, it is completely a done deal. The finance ministry has okayed it. They have already held the signing, and the Goldman representatives have actually been here all week to hash this out. And just today, they basically signed it. The deal is done, and that's it.
I mean, does this also basically is the acknowledgement of Goldman Sachs of the misconduct of two of its former employees? Will there be legacy issues on how Goldman Sachs will be seen in the region?
I think as it stands, Goldman doesn't have a huge presence in terms of deal-making in Southeast Asia, especially not in Malaysia. It is hard to say right now whether this means that Goldman is whether this is going to pave way for Goldman to increase its presence. But as it stands, they don't have that big a presence here.